Hello students. So now in this lecture I will see the type number 5 sum based on to find the measure of acute angle between the lines. Before that we'll see the concept based on the type number 5, as it says that we have to find the acute angle between the lines represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. Now what do you mean by acute angle? Means the angle it will be less than 90. So here we have two formula for the type number 5. Basically in the exercise the sums are based on the first formulas. Okay, so first we'll see the concept for this. Okay, majority of the sum from the exercise it is based on the first formula. So here we have tan theta equal to mod 2 into square root h square minus ab upon a plus b. So from this we have to find the acute angle. So here theta is the angle between the line represented by this equation, that is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, where theta is the acute angle, and see to it that the final answer of theta it should be less than 90, because it says that theta is the acute angle between the lines. So what is the formula? Tan theta equals to mod twice square root 2 into root h square minus ab upon a plus b. Now you will have the equation in this form: ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. You will have the equation in this form. Compare the equation, you will get the value of a, h and b. Okay, after that you will substitute the value here, and then you can easily find your answer, that is the theta, where theta is acute angle between the lines. Now here we have the condition for perpendicular and coincident line. So we'll check the first condition. It says that if a plus b equals to 0, it means if a plus b is equals to 0, that means this part, denominator part, if this section is 0, this part is 0, so the denominator is 0. Okay, so can I say if the denominator is 0, that means the answer is not defined? Yes or no? So answer is not defined, therefore we can say tan theta is equals to not defined, and we know that tan theta equals to not defined means from the table you can say that tan 90 answer is what? Not defined. So here can I say theta is what? 90. When theta is 90, okay, so the line represent what? They are perpendicular line. Okay, the perpendicular to each other. So remember this in simple language: if a plus b, if you substitute the value of a and b, and if you get a plus b is equals to 0, remember if a plus b is equals to 0, then the lines are perpendicular to each other. As we know that if denominator is 0, that means it is not defined, and tan 90 is not defined. Yes or no? Tan 90 is not defined, so therefore 90 means what? Perpendicular. Yes or no? So therefore a plus b equals to 0 matlab it shows that the lines are perpendicular to each other. Now if h square minus ab is equal to 0, if this part is equals to 0, that means h square minus ab is equals to 0, then the lines are coincident. And if a plus b equals to 0, it means the lines are perpendicular. Remember this. So once again I will explain. Here we have formula tan theta equals to 2 root h square minus ab upon ab. Okay, inside the mod you will have the equation. Compare the equation, you will get the value of a h b. Substitute the value. If a plus b equals to 0, the lines are perpendicular. If h square minus ab is equals to 0, that means lines are coincident. Now everyone knows about the perpendicular. Now we'll see the definition. What do you mean by coincident? I hope you all might be knowing the definition of coincident. The coincident means what? The two lines or a shape. Suppose consider this. These are the two lines. Okay, line number 1, line number 2. The lines that exactly lies on the top of each other, like this. The two lines that lies, suppose this is the line number 1, this is the line number 2, the lines which lies exactly on top of each other, like this, on the top of each other. Okay, and remember, the two lines are coincident. That means only you can see only the one line. You cannot see them both because they are on top of each other. So here in simple language, can I say the coincident line, they do not intersect each other. They never intersect. The coincident line never intersect each other. So when they never intersect each other, so from this can I say the line which do not intersect each other, they are the parallel line. When the line they intersect each other, they are the intersecting line. The line which is lies on the top of each other, they are the coincident. So these are the coincident line. So can I say the distance between these two will be same, but you can see only one line, yes or no? And from this we can predict that actually the coincident line is also known as the parallel lines, as they lies on the top of each other. So the distance between these two, the space, can you see the space, the distance will be same, as the distance between these two will be same. So these two lines we can consider as a parallel also. So here we can say that coincidence is also known as parallel. Okay, so if a plus b equals to 0, that means the lines are perpendicular. If h square minus ab is equals to 0, that means the lines are coincident, or we can say parallel. Here we have some examples. Suppose here we have an equation which is in this form. Compare, you will get a h b. Suppose in the question it says that show the lines are perpendicular. We have to show that the lines are perpendicular. So simply what you will do, you will find the value of AHB, take AB, that means A plus B. If A plus B is equals to 0, if A plus B is equals to 0, that means we can say that the line represented by this equation are perpendicular to each other. Now focus on the second sum. As second sum, again the equation it is in this form only. Compare, you will get the value of AHB. Here also they will say that you have to show the lines are coincident, or sometimes they will say that show that the lines are parallel. Both are one and the same. So you will find the value of AHB. Check whether h square minus AB is equals to 0 or not. So when you will substitute the value, here we are getting the value of h square minus AB equal to 0. If h square minus AB equals to 0, that means we can say that the line represented by this equation are coincident lines. Got the point? Okay, so this is the concept which is there in the type number 5. As in the type number 5 there are two formulas, okay, but majority of the sum it is based, I guess all the sums are depend on the type number formula number 1. Okay, we'll see the formula number 2 also. So here tan theta is what, in place of 2 root h square minus ab is m1 minus m2. In place of a plus b is what, 1 plus m1 into m2. So now first formula when you have to apply when you have the equation of line in this form, where you will get the value of a hb, substitute the value, you will get theta. And second formula when you have the slopes, and we know that slope we can find by using three formula, by using theta, by using the point, and if you have a linear equation, from that also we can find the slope. As this part I had explained in the video number 1, that means in the lecture number 1, in the first lecture only, I had explained about this, how to find the slope when you have theta, point and the line. Okay, so m1 m2 means what? You will have two lines. From this you will get m1, from this you will get m2, substitute the value, you will get the answer, like that. Okay, understood? Got the point? Okay, but the sums are based on formula number 1. Now here we'll check the condition for perpendicular and coincident. As we know that product, if it is equals to -1, the lines will be perpendicular. Product of the slope, if it is equals to -1, so if I substitute, if I replace this m1 m2 by -1, so can I say plus and minus? So this part 1 minus 1 will be equals to 0. So here can I say denominator is equals to 0. So denominator is equals to 0 means what? Not defined. So tan theta is not defined, so theta will be equals to 90. So from this we can say if product of the slope is equals to -1, the lines are perpendicular. If m1 minus m2 equals to 0, or m1, shift this m2 over there, if m1 equals to m2, so we can say that it is parallel or coincident. So remember, if in simple language, if the value of this m1 into product of this two slope is equals to -1, the lines are perpendicular. If m1 minus m2 or m1 equals to m2, if they are equal here, it is equals to 0, we can say the lines are parallel or coincident. Okay, got the idea? So now let's begin with the sums based on type number 5. So the question will be in this form: find the measure of acute angle between the lines. Here we have the first one, which is in the form of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. Yes or no? So see the step. This equation actually is known as what? A homogeneous equation. Yes or no? So we'll write, given homogeneous equation is 2x square plus 7xy plus 3y square equals to 0. So comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, so you will get the value of a as 2, 2h as 7 and b as 3. So here the value of h will be what? 7 upon 2. Okay, after this we'll apply the formula, that is tan theta. Which one? The first formula, yes or no? As we have the value of s, a, h and b. Before that, you will write this step, as we don't know the theta, as we have to find the measure of acute angle. So we'll take the acute angle as theta. So let the step is very important. Okay, so in exam you have to write this step, don't forget this one, as we don't know the value of theta here, as we have to find the acute angle na? So in the initial step we'll consider theta be the acute angle between the lines represented by equation which one, 2x square plus 7xy plus 3y square equals to 0. So now apply the formula. So tan theta is equals to 2 h square minus ab upon a plus b. Okay, simply substitute the value. 2 root, here h is what, 7 by 2, so we'll write 7 by 2 but the whole square minus, what is a and b? It is 2 into 3 upon a plus b. So what is a? 2 plus b is what? 3. So in the next step you will get what? 2 root 7 square is 49 and 2 square is 4. 2 3 it is 6 upon 2 plus 3 is 5. Yes or no? So now the next part I will solve here. Tan theta is equals to 2. So here nothing is there, so we can write 1 cross. So here you will get what? 49 minus 24 upon 1. Sorry, this will be 4 ones are 4. Okay, 49, 24 and 4 ones, that is 4 upon 5. So therefore tan theta is equal to twice 49 minus 24, you will get 25 upon 4. So therefore tan theta equals to 2 into 25 square root is what, 5, and 4 square root is what, 2 upon 5. So here 2 will get cancelled, so we left with what? Tan theta equals to 5 by 5. So therefore tan theta equals to, this will get cancelled and we're left with mod of 1, and mod of 1 will be what? 1 only. Yes or no? Understood? Got the point? Okay, as we have to find the acute angle, and acute angle will be what? Less than 90. So here that's why I took mod. So here you will get the answer in positive. So now here we got tan theta is equals to 1. So in the next step, can I write this at theta will be equals to tan inverse of 1? Yes or no? So the final answer, can I say, as we know that from the table you will get the value of angle theta as tan inverse 1 is what? Tan inverse 1 in the tan, when you will see tan theta, that means tan 45 is equals to 1. So can I say 45 degrees equals to tan inverse of 1? So tan inverse of 1 is what, actually 45. So here we'll write 45 degree. Okay, got the point? Or else we can write as what? Pi by 4 radian. So here we got the value of theta which is equals to 45, or else we can write the degree in terms of radian. So 45 degree we can write as what? Pi by 4 radian. So here listen here, so we all know the values. Okay, so for tan we know that tan for 0 it is 0, for 0 it is 0. Yes or no? For 30 degree It is, we all know the value, it's 1 upon root 3. For 45 degrees what? 1. For 60 degrees what? Root 3. Yes, and for 90 it is not defined. So remember the value 30, 45, 60 and 90. Suppose in the last step, for any sum, if you are getting some unknown value other than this, like if I said tan theta is equals to 2 by 3, so simply what you will do, theta will be equals to tan inverse 2 by 3. So we cannot find the answer of theta, as 2 by 3 it is not there, and this value 0, 1 upon root 3, 1, root 3 not defined, and are the known values known. Why it is known? Because we have the angles. 2 by 3 it is unknown, so whenever you are getting some unknown answer, unknown value, so you cannot find the angle, so you will stop your answer here only. So the final answer will be what? In this form only, tan inverse 2 by 3. As here we are getting tan inverse 1, so tan inverse 1 is what? 45 degrees, so theta is 45. Understood? Got the point? So in this way you have to present the sum and you have to find the answer of theta. So let's move on to the next. As here we have 3x square minus 4 root 3xy plus 3y square equals to 0. So when you will compare this equation with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, so you will get the value of a 3, 2h, yes or no? 2h will be what? Minus 4 root 3, as the coefficient of xy is 2h here, and here it is minus 4 root 3, and b will be what? 3. So here the value of h will be 2 will go down, so minus 2 root 3. Yes or no? Understood? After that, the same you will write let theta be the angle between, you will apply the formula, okay, tan theta, substitute the value, and easily you can find the answer. I hope after this you can solve by yourself. So it's my request to try this sum by yourself. Okay, as we got the value of a, h and b, simply you will write this step, the sentence, after that apply the formula, substitute the value, you will get the answer. If you are getting some unknown answer, you will stop your answer there only. So in this way you can find your answer. Understood? Okay, so now we'll see very important sum which is there in the exercise number 4.2, as it is very important for board point of view, as well as I can say that even for the competitive exams also, for JEE and CET, this sum is very important. Here also you have to find the acute angle, but here the pattern it is different. So that's why I said this one actually it is a very important sum as board point of view, as it is a proper 4 mark sum, and the question will be same only, this one only, find the measure of acute angle between the lines. So for this also we have to find theta, but can you see the pattern of the question? In place of number, here we have alphabet, here the coefficient it is different. So let's see the question number 3, and we'll see how to present the sum and how to find the value of theta for this one. Okay, as this is very important sum, okay, for 4 marks. It is there in the exercise number 4.2. So let's begin with the presentation part. So as here can I say, in place of a, here it is a square minus 3b square, in place of 2hxy, that means 2h, that is 8ab, and in place of b it is b square minus 3a square. So can I say already the question it is in terms of a and b. So here see the change what I will do. When you will compare the equation comparing with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0, already the question it is in a, small a, b and yes or no, small a and b. So here we'll replace this small ahb by capital A, H and B. You can write in this way also, okay, as already the question it is in AB, yes or no, small ab. So here instead of writing this equation I will replace this A, H and B by capital A plus capital H plus capital B. Only you have to change A, H and B, yes or no, as we have to find the value of A, H and B. So B y square equals to 0. So here you will get the capital A as a square minus 3b square. Understood why I took capital A, H and B? Already the question is in small ab, and when you will compare you will get small a equals to a only na, so that's why I took capital. Okay, so the next step will be what? 2h will be equals to 8ab and capital B will be equals to what? B square minus 3a square. So therefore this h will be what? 4ab. 2 will go down. So here we got the value of capital A, H and B. Understood? Okay. So now as we know that we'll write the next step as let theta be the acute angle between the lines. So therefore tan theta, here also the formula will change as we took the capital alphabet. So here it will be h square minus ab upon a plus b. So simply what you will do, you will substitute the value of a, h and b. Now remember, okay, when you will substitute the value of h, a and b, so this part will be very big, okay, yes or no? So the solving part will be what difficult here. So for this sum, I will break this part. It means instead of substituting directly, I will find h square minus ab separately and a plus b separately, and then I will substitute the value. Understood? Listen here. So here I will find h square minus ab separately. So what is the value of h? It is 4ab. So 4ab square minus, okay, here it is a square minus 3b square into b is what? B square minus 3a square, yes or no? So this will be what? 16a square b square minus, okay. So first bracket open with this, bracket open between these two. We'll keep this minus as it is. So inside the bracket will solve a square b square, so this will be a square b square. We'll keep this minus as it is. First bracket open, bracket expand between these two, a square b square minus 3 a raised to 4 minus 3b raised to 4 minus minus plus 3 3s are 9, and this will be a square b square. So now bracket open with this minus, so you will get minus a square b square plus 3a raised to 4 plus 3b raised to 4 and minus plus will be what? Minus 9a square b square. Understood? And out. Now here we'll check for the like terms. So here we have a square b square, a square b square, a square b square. So 16 minus 16 a square b square minus your coefficient I think is there means it is 1 na? So 16 minus 1 that will be 15 and 15 minus 9, yes or no? So you will get what? 6 a square b square. So here we left with what? 3a raised to 4 plus 3b raised to 4. So can I write this equation as first we'll write a, in between I will write a square b square and then b raised to 4. So arrange the equation with respect to a, then ab and b. After this here we can see that clearly we can see that 3 is common. So inside the bracket you will get a raised to 4 plus 2a square b square plus b raised to 4. Keep this 3 as it is. Focus on this part, a raised to 4 plus b raised to, plus 2a square b square plus b raised to 4. Actually it is a formula. It is in the form of a plus b the whole square. Actually when you will see, I will write this a raised to 4 plus 2a square b square plus b raised to 4 as a square plus b square the whole square. Can I write this step as like this? Yes. When you will solve a square plus b square the whole square, you will get the previous step. So what exactly I did, a square plus 2ab plus b square, I wrote it as a plus b the whole square. That only I did. A raised to 4 plus 2a square b square plus b raised to 4, I wrote a square plus b square the whole square. Understood? Got the idea? Okay. So here we got the answer for h square minus ab, but we have to find root h square minus ab. So in the next step, I will taking square root. I will write taking square root on both sides. So here you will get what? Taking square root yes or no? So equal to, what is the square root of 3? It will be root 3 only. Yes or no? And the square root of this part, that means square root of a square plus b square the whole square. As we are taking what? Square root on both the sides, so here you will get what? Answer in terms of plus and minus. Okay, you can write the answer in positive also, because we have to find the theta as an acute angle, and theta we know that when it is acute angle the answer will be less than 90. As when it is acute angle, so of course it will lies in the first quadrant only. As in the first quadrant we know that angles here, it will lies from 0 to 90. So values will be what? Here all the values of tan will be what? Positive. Yes or no? So as it lies in the first quadrant, so we can take positive also. But as per the rule, we know that taking square root, you will get what? Two values, plus and minus. Usually we write yes or no. And when you will substitute the value here also, as here we have the mod, whether it is plus or minus, but the final answer will be in positive only. So remember this, here you can write plus or minus, or either you can take only positive value also. So here we got square root of h square minus ab. Now we'll find a plus b here. So what is a plus b? A is what? A square minus 3b square plus b is what? B square minus 3a square. Yes or no? So the next step will be what? A square minus 3 b square plus b square, this plus minus will be minus. Yes or no? See the like terms, a square minus 3, so this will be minus 2a square when you will solve this part, you will get minus 2b square. As clearly we can see that minus 2 is common, so inside the bracket you will get a square minus, sorry, a square plus b square. So here we got a plus b also. Okay, so now in the next step, what you will do, substitute the value here. Okay, so if you want, you can write the formula part again. Tan theta is equals to twice h square minus ab upon a plus b. So okay, so the next part will be what, this 2 will be what, same. And what is the answer for h square minus ab? Square root of h square minus ab. Here we got plus and minus, so that plus and minus will write in front, root 3. Yes or no? So here can I say this square and square root will get cancelled. So here we left with what actually? The answer of square root h square minus ab is equals to what? Plus minus root 3. And when you will cancel the square root and square root, so you will get a square plus b square. Yes or no? So here you will get what? A square plus b square upon a plus b is what? Minus 2 a square plus b square. Done. After this, can I say to get cancelled? Here a square plus b square are the same. So tan theta will be equals to what? Plus minus mod of root 3, and it is in mod. And we know that we have to find angle theta, as theta is what? Is an acute angle. Okay. Yes or no? Theta is acute angle. So it will lies in the first quadrant and all the values will be what? Positive. So taking mod, whether it is positive and negative, so the answer will be what? Positive only. So in the next step, theta will be equals to tan inverse of root 3. So from the table we can see that we are getting the answer what? Tan inverse of root 3 is what? 60 degree, or we can write as pi by 3 also. So here we got the answer for this sum, that is theta is equal to 60 degree. As theta here is what? An acute angle, so acute means the answer will be less than 90. So remember, already the question it is in small ab, so I took capital A, H and B. Apply the formula, don't substitute the value directly. Okay, to make the presentation clean and clear and neat, so take this part separately, h square minus ab and a plus b. So where you will get the answer h square minus ab as this part. After that, actually we required square root, so I took taking square root on both the side. So taking square root on both the side, so square root of 3 is root 3, and square root of this part will be what? Square root will get cancelled, and you will left with what? Root 3 square root of square root will get cancelled, and a square b. Plus minus, as we are taking square root on both the sides, so you will get two answer now, plus minus. Okay, you can write directly plus also, because as we know that we have to find the acute angle, it lies in the first quadrant, so all the values of tan theta will be positive. Still I will write plus and minus. Okay, then you will find a plus b. After that you will substitute the value to get cancel a square b, a square b also. So plus minus, whether it is plus inside the mod, whether it is minus, answer will be in positive. So tan theta is equals to root 3, so here we got theta is equal to 60 degree, or in radian we can say it is pi by 3. So in this way you have to present your sum and you have to find the answer. As I told, from the exercise, this sum, it is very important sum as board point of view, and the weightage of this sum I can say it is proper 4 mark sum. Understood? Got the idea? So we saw two sums. based on how to find the measure of acute angle. Then after that I took a very important sum from the exercise, and you saw the concept also. There are some points which you have to remember, and remember in the exercise there are small questions based on 2 marks, I can say, from the exercise number 4.2, where they will say that you have to show that the lines are perpendicular, or sometimes they will say that you have to show that the lines are coincident or parallel. So we know that if a plus b equals to 0, so you can write directly that the lines are perpendicular. When h square minus ab is equals to 0, you can say that the lines are coincident. There are sums in the exercise number 4.2 where you have to show that the lines are perpendicular or coincident. Simply you will find a plus b and h square minus ab. If a plus b equals to 0, it is perpendicular. If h square minus ab is equals to 0, that means it is coincident or parallel. Understood? So now we'll take one more sum based on this. So now we'll take one more sum based on the same type. Okay, so here the pattern of the question is different now. Here we have to show, but it's based on show that sum, okay? But the sum, it is based on the same type, based on measures of acute angle. Here we have to show that 100 h square minus ab is equals to a plus b the whole square. Now we'll focus on the question. We'll see the condition what is given in the question. If angle between the lines represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0 is equal to the angle between the line represented by 2x square minus 5xy plus 3y square equals to 0. It means what? The angle between the line represented by this. So we don't know the angle between the line. Whether the angle between the line for this equation is 30, 60, 45, we don't know. But according to condition, it says that the angle, whatever the angle will be there for this equation, is equal to the angle between line represented by this. So that means here we have two equation which is in the form of ax square plus 2hxy plus by square. Even this is also ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0. But it says that the angles are equal. So I don't know the angle of this line. So we'll consider this angle of this line be theta. And even I don't know the angle of this line also. Whether it is 30, 40, 50, 60, yes or no? 70, 80, I don't know. So for this, we'll take angle as alpha. So let the angle between this line be alpha. So from the condition, when you will read now, once again, the angle between the line represented by this is now theta, and the angle represented by this equation is alpha. So here clearly I can say that theta is equals to alpha. Theta is the angle between for the first equation, and alpha, you can take alpha, beta, any angle, okay? Let alpha be the angle represented by this, okay? So alpha and theta are what? They are equal. So from the condition, according to the condition, as you will get this condition, theta is equals to alpha. So here I can say this is the hint for this sum. Theta is equals to alpha. So now let's start with our sum. For this, I know that theta is the angle, so we'll start with let theta be the acute angle between the line ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equals to 0 So when you will compare, you will get the value of A as A, H as H, and B as B. Yes or no? So therefore tan theta will be equals to, the formula will remain same only. Yes or no? So we'll give this as equation number 1. Now we'll take the second equation. As for the second equation, we took alpha, so we'll write let alpha be the acute angle between the lines given by 2x square minus 5xy plus 3y square equals to 0. Compare with ax square, so you will get the value of a as 2, 2h as minus 5, and b as 3. So h will be what? Minus 5 by 2. Okay, so apply the formula. As the angle is what? Alpha, so tan alpha you will write, not theta. Theta it was for the first quadratic equation, so here tan alpha will be equals to, this part will be same only. Yes or no? H square minus ab upon a plus b. Substitute the value. So 2, what is h? Minus 5 by 2 the whole square, minus 2 into 3, and this will be 2 plus 3. So therefore tan alpha is equals to 2. So minus 5 square, so that means b minus square will be positive, 5 square 25, and this is 2 square is 4, and 6. Here nothing is there, so we can write 1. 2 plus 3 5. Cross, so you will get what? 25 minus 24 upon 4, 5. So therefore tan alpha is equals to 2. 25 minus 24 is 1 by 4 upon 5. So therefore tan alpha is equal to, we can say, 2 into 1, square root of 1 is 1, 4 is what? 2 upon 5, to get cancelled. So therefore tan alpha is equals to, we can say, 1 upon 5. So here we can write that alpha is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 5, or else you can keep this tan alpha like this only. We'll give this as equation number 2. But we know that according to the condition, the angles between them are equal. Angle between, yes or no? Angle of this and this, they are equal. So theta is equals to what? Alpha. So taking tan both sides, so tan theta is equals to alpha. Yes or no? So this part is what given. Tan theta is equals to alpha. So for tan theta, here we have 2 h square minus ab upon a plus b, and for tan alpha is what? 1 upon 5. This condition we got from 1 and 2. Yes or no? Okay, so the next, as in the question we required h square minus ab, that also without a root. So now we have to remove this root. So what is the condition? What we will apply to remove this root? Taking square on both the side. There is only one concept to remove the square, taking square on both the side. Yes or no? So when you will take square on both the side, the square would get cancelled. You will left with h square minus ab. So here I will write taking square on both side. So taking square on both the side. Okay, as per the rule, we know that the concept of mod. Okay, suppose here we'll take this part as x and this part as 8 a. So When you remove this mod, you will get x equals to plus minus a. You will get two answer. Yes or no? So when you will square this part, like x equals to a and x equals to minus a. Suppose we required square. So when you will taking square on both the side, so x square will be equal to a square, and this part will be what? X square equals to what? Minus a square will be what? A square only. So indirectly you are getting what? The same answer in both the condition when you are taking square. Yes or no? So here when you will remove the mod, you will get plus or minus. So when you will taking square on both the side, you will get the same answer only. So instead of writing plus minus on the right hand side, plus minus here on the right hand side, okay, if you write the plus minus also, at the end the answer for both the condition will be same only, na? You will get the same answer. So remember this, when you will take square on both the side, instead of showing this step, directly you remove the square for this. So as 2 square will be what? 4. Square of this root will be what? H square minus ab. A plus b will be what? A plus b the whole square. 1 square is 1 and 5 square is what? 25. At the end you will get the same answer, x square equals to a square. According to the rule, when you will take mod, you will get plus or minus. When you will take square, at the end you will get only one answer, whether it is plus or minus. The square of positive will be positive, even negative also it is positive, so you will get the same answer, single answer only you will get. So indirectly, when you have the mod taking square on both the side, so simply take the square of left hand side and the right hand side and then write down. That's it. No need of showing this 3/4 step. Directly you can write. Okay. So now simply what you will do now, cross it. 25 fours is 100. This will be h square minus ab. This will go up. So a plus b the whole square into 1 is what? A plus b the whole square. Yes, we got the answer. 100 h square minus ab is equals to a plus b the whole square. So we can say hence proved. So got the idea how to solve the sum. Again I will explain the condition which was given. Angle between the line. So we don't know the angle between the line. So I took theta. For the second one I took alpha. As both the angles are equal, so that means theta is equals to alpha. Okay. Solve, you give this as condition number 1. This part as condition number 2. As we know that theta is equals to alpha, substitute the value. No need of showing this part. It is understood. When you will take square, you will get only one answer. Cross it, you will get the required answer. I hope you understood the method, that is type number 5, based on measure of acute angle. Yes or no? So let's have a short revision. So we started with this. We saw the concept. Even we saw the formula and the condition for the perpendicular and coincident line for the first and even for the second one also. Then we took two example with respect to the coefficient. Yes or no? I told to solve the second sum by yourself. Then after that, we saw a very important sum from the exercise, proper 4-mark sum. And the last we saw one sum, again it is there in the exercise number 4.2 only. Again I can say it is a proper 4-mark sum, where we have to show that this condition. So in the next lecture we'll see the next type. Till then, goodbye.